Hello and welcome to the Tribo Bike Tech Enduro Edition. Today I've got two products from China to review on the channel, however I only have time to review one. So we're going to be the ones who decide. Is it going to be what I'm holding in my left hand, this Ztto 9 to 42 11 speed cassette for an XD driver? Or is it going to be this D&M USD6 Enduro fork with 160mm of travel and 15mm axle and capable of running 27 and 26-inch wheel? So, cast your votes, I'm listening. Okay? 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 Alright. No, not my first choice, but you know, Vox Populi, Vox Dei. So, what we're going to review today, Ztto 9 to 42 11 speed cassette, and if you know me, you should ask, why do I even hold this one? Because reasons I'm going to be, well, explaining in a minute. So starting with a bang, 440 grams, which for something that's costs approximately $50 is actually pretty good considering the format of the cassette. Now, this is Ztto 9 to 42, meant for an XD driver. The entire cassette is made out of steel. The first three cogs, will you now? Thank you. First three cogs are made from a single piece of steel, so kind of like the good stuff. Then the rest are riveted to each other using God knows how many rivets, but quite a few of them. And the last three cogs, I think, are mounted to a spider, which obviously interfaces with the XD. Now the bolt, the nut, the tube with the thread over here is also made out of steel, which surprisingly I think is pretty good, because it means that you won't be able to break this if you ever, well, choose to disassemble the entire thing. Now obviously the MacGuffin of the entire cassette is this 9-tooth cog. I have purchased it almost solely because I was curious how this actually operates. The rest of the cogs are 11, 13, 15, 18, 21, 24, 22, 24, 28, 32, 36 and 42. Come to think of it, the sequencing is actually pretty good, although it could have been better, but that's maybe just my tastes. Now, the finish of the entire thing is, well, inspiring confidence, let me say it this way. Although there are differences in color between different cogs, they aren't pretty visible, but it's there. The 42, as you can see, has 6 engagement points. The 32 only has 4 of them. Overall, I think this is going to shift pretty well, and obviously I can't tell you any much more about this other than, well, it's here for $50. It's actually pretty good price if you're considering upgrading a bicycle with an XT driver to get more range out of it, because this is 450% range, which it's a shy less than 500% you're gonna get from a full Eagle, but it doesn't require you to ride extra hyper long cage on your derailleur. And at this very point, I just can't say anything more about this, so let's mount it to a bicycle. Although, you know, Ztto so far has been proven to make good cassettes when they are completely made of steel, and you know that I consider that those SLR, the aluminum parts, are terrible. However, I haven't yet gotten my hands on one of those fully steel machined CNC machined cassettes. Maybe in the future. Anyhow, let's mount it to a bicycle and see how this performs. Alright, so here we are. Let's dry around the drivetrain on an actual bicycle. This is the 34-tooth chainring. This is a new Sunrace chain. Just listen to this. You hear This is a derailleur. I'm not going to be hearing any criticisms about it. It's just a placeholder here. However, I only have this thing available as a replacement, which is compatible with the drivetrain, and I'm not going to be using it because I tried and I was also unsuccessful. So for now it's going to be this, and I haven't yet found something sufficiently exotic to fancy my exquisite tastes. However, I am scouring AliExpress as we speak, or as you're watching this video. Now, cassette, chain ring, derailleur. Let's run it through all the gears and see what happens. Now, you will now hear a weird crackling noise, which I honestly don't know where it comes from. However, I've got two suspicions. Either the chain is new, the cassette is new, so they aren't perfectly wore itself in. So there's a little bit of incompatibility. After all, these are two non-brand or no-name, or however you may call it, manufacturers, so they may be a little off when it comes to the chain pitch standard. Or there is a problem with the bearings in the freehub body of this particular thing, and that causes this crackling noise. Or I haven't screwed the cassette tightly enough. I will have to check. Anyhow, let's run it through all the gears, because that's what you're here for. So 9, 11, 13, 16, I forgot. However, as you can see, bearing in mind that this derailleur hasn't been meant for this drivetrain, so it's dragging on the teeth and it's not perfectly precise. It's, oh, there you see, it's overshifting a little bit. However, it shows promise that it's going to be fine. Where does this noise come from? And imagine that this works better than this, even though this is supposed to be meant for this kind of drivetrain. And there you go. This is the Ztto 9-42 11-speed cassette. And I'm kind of impressed with how this 9-tooth cock actually is working, because I was expecting it to be more noticeable. It just is there. It's a little bit crunchier, as I tried this bike in that particular place of this yard, and seems to be working fine otherwise. I'll see how this is going to perform, and I'm going to keep you posted. And I think I'm going to make a video why I don't like one-by drivetrains, at least in some applications, which are kind of significant. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you're going to subscribe to the channel. I hope you're going to pester everyone to subscribe to the channel as well, because I want to have a lot of subscribers. Should I do this? Should I don't? Maybe. I don't know. Anyhow, I hope to see you around, and I hope to see you on the next video.